So I'm here with a video on how to survive pregnancy, specifically in the summer. My first pregnancy, I was pregnant in the summer, however, I was not huge because he was born in October. However, with Paige, she was an August baby. So my biggest months, June, July, and August, were the summer months in Georgia, of all places. So I was miserable, needless to say. I started off that pregnancy at 142 pounds and ended it, ready for it, at 202 pounds. So I gained 60 pounds over the course of that 10 months time frame. When the date she was born on her due date. So she wasn't early, she wasn't late. Chase came a week early. With him, I gained 45 pounds. So the second pregnancy, I gained a lot more weight. But with Paige, I can understand why, because she's a very greedy baby. So she's pulling on me for the food, and she got it. But even to this day, I can see how I gained 60 pounds with her. So yeah, back to it. So I have about 5-6 tips on how I survived pregnancy in general, but like I said, summertime as well. My first, a lot of people, their first complaint is morning sickness for that first 3-4 months, the first trimester essentially. I didn't really get too much vomiting, morning sickness. However, I was full of gas, bloating, were my main issues, and gas can be just as bad. If you're walking around just full of air all day, it makes you feel horrible. My solution to that was my infamous ginger and mint tea that my mom recommended, and it worked. However, it's just not something I wanted to drink every day. Crackers was a good solution, but honestly, the best solution I had was burping myself. I know that sounds crazy, but what I did was I banged on my chest until I burped, and then I felt better. So I don't know if a lot of you are dealing with gas and bloating during pregnancy, but just try burping yourself just like you were a baby, and it helps you feel better. Granted, it'll come right back a little while later, but how long does this take to get it out of your system? Nausea, I had, but it wasn't at a point where, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. It was just, okay, I'll get over it. It'll be a wave and I'll go. Normally it's mostly when it's time to eat. At that point I was really nauseous, but nothing stopped me from my food, so I went and got my food and I felt better. But yeah, the first trimester, I didn't really have too much morning sickness, but what I did was make sure you eat. So you don't, if you get hungry, you're going to get sick during pregnancy. So, in my case. So make sure you eat and make sure you take care of your gas, whether it's drinking tea or burping yourself like I did. Sometimes ginger ale helps, but rather than all that sugar, and it came right up. Second trimester woes, that came along with getting larger, getting more uncomfortable, and sweating. With the weight gain. So, sweat, I don't like to sweat. I don't sweat normally, even when I exercise. The most I'll get is in my hair, and then I have to wash it. But as far as my body, I'm not a sweater. Meanwhile, my husband will come home from the gym soaking wet. But I'm not a sweater. So during pregnancy, however, ugh. So my solution to that was this Summer's Eve. Now, it's a freshening spray, they call it. So it's meant for your private area. However, I used it, it says you can use it anywhere. So I used it under my chest area. I used it on top of deodorant, on my neck, anywhere that you get sweat, especially under chafing in between your thighs when you're bigger. This was a godsend. I still use it to this day. I'm not even pregnant anymore, but I like feeling fresh, and this helps. Weight gain. At one point, my stomach just got big. She was born almost 9 pounds. He was almost 8. She was born almost 9. So I bought a belly band to help support my back. It's kind of like a belt, but the back has boning in it. So this kind of helped. It wasn't a solution. The solution was to get her out, but this did help for the time being until I got her out. So the sweat, managing the weight, this helped, and this helped with the sweat. The last thing I would say is support. You need people around you that are going to help you during that time frame. My mom was a blessing. I didn't clean my house after probably my 5th month. She came over, she helped sweep, she helped vacuum, the things that physically wasn't easy to do anymore. My mom was there. Cooking, I mean, she does that on a regular now, but she helped me there. She helped with Chase when I was pregnant with Paige. She was a godsend. So if you have that support, it's just going to make it so much easier. You're going to be swollen. You're going to be hot. Flip-flops, if you have a job that allows you to wear flip-flops. If not, ask. I mean, you're pregnant. It's a disability. So ask. If you can find parking closer to the building, ask. Anything that can benefit you, ask. But yeah, those are my tips. I hope you helped. If you have any questions about my pregnancy, it just occurred 10 months ago, ask.